Now, the book that started this collection is The Art of Alice Madness Returns. I got this for Christmas when I was first or second year of high school. This book is highly sought after and probably one of the most valuable art books in my collection. So I don't collect art books like for the sake of like resale value. Like I only collect art books if it's something I truly like. If it's a video game, a movie, or an animated series that I absolutely adore, I will be dying to have the art book. Oh, I love this art so much. And for anyone that's wondering, I am very heartbroken when it came to the cancellation of Alice Asylum. I was looking forward to that. And when EA made the announcement of rejecting it, they claimed that Alice, the American McGee's Alice series is still a very important IP to them, which I don't understand how, when they're not doing anything with it. They're not doing anything with the IP. They're not re-releasing the older games on modern systems. They actually took, I think they took Alice Madness Returns off of the, off of Steam. And even if they did, like, beforehand, that game, like, wasn't working, so that was annoying. But I got this book because, like, this just inspired... God damn, Asher. Ugh. Sorry, a cat knocked over the metal ruler and scared the shit out of me. Bad cat. Alright, so I really just like flipping through this art. Like, owning art books just gives you a better appreciation for, like, the medium it was, a compilation of concept art for, and this art from American McGee's Alice just makes me, like, it inspires me to have this same, like, twisted macabre art style. Oh, this is my favorite chapter, like, Alice being designed, all of her different dresses, the DLC dresses. Like, I want to be able to draw like this, but I need to stop procrastinating when it comes to studying, like, anatomy and figures. I need to stop doing that, but oh my god, I really want to draw like this. But yeah, that's been like 2.5 minutes. Let's move on to the next book. And now I'm going to show you 3 mini art books. 2 of them are video game art books, and we're just going to start with my anime one. This is like a art collection for Hellsing Ultimate episodes 3 and 4. Really not much to look at. It just shows you, like, I mean, I don't know, like, what to label them, but you look on the little strip and it shows you, like, the, like, drawn images. Hellsing Ultimate took years for 10 episodes to come out, and, like, when you look at the animation quality, especially in the later episodes, there's a reason why this OVA took so long. They took their sweet time making the animation just look absolutely gorgeous. So it was a fun little piece to have. I think these art books were bundled with, like, special Blu-rays, so episodes 1 and 2 have one that has, it's like a goldish brown color and has Alucard on it. I just got this one that has the Major on it because this is the only one I can find. Now, we got the Art of Borderlands 2. I think this came with a certain collector's edition. I do not have the big coffee table book, Art of Borderlands 2, even though I want it so bad. But that one's really sought after and expensive. And what I find funny about this one, look at Claptrap just, yeah, I'm sorry, like, if it's blurry, but he's like, but I want that big art book for Borderlands 2, but even the paperback version is going to cost me hundreds of dollars, and that's the downside when it comes to collecting art books. Or 0. Oh, there it is. That's the downside when it comes to collecting art books. If you want an art book for a video game or whatever, excuse my dog, he's waking up, make sure you get it on the spot. I've been burned so many times when it comes to wanting to get art books because I waited too long and they became so stupid expensive. Like, I really want the Eyes of Bayonetta 1 and 2, of course the Art of Borderlands 2, but art books are collectibles, so they do have value in the secondhand market depending on what it is. Everyone's favorite Tiny Tina. But yeah, I think the art book, you can just, like, read it for free on Internet Archive, so I can still read it and look at the concept art, but it just sucks not owning it physically because I am a physical collector. Now we got the art Devil May Cry 3. The coffee table book did not come out until like, what, a year or two after the game's release, so I just got the collector's edition, which had the art book. God, so many people hated this woman when the trailer came out. So I am looking forward to the Devil May Cry anime coming out in April. As for the continuation for the game, I'm pretty sure when it came to Devil May Cry 6, Nero's going to be the front and center for the franchise from now on, especially considering the voice actor for Dante, like, he stepped down working with Capcom. So if Dante does come back in the next game, expect a different voice actor because Ruben left. Yeah, that's enough of that. Let's move on to my next book. Okay, so the next book we're looking at is Taxidermied, The Art of Roman Dirge. If that name is familiar, then you would know Lenore the Cute Little Dead Girl, which is a comic series he's well known for. I do not own the physical copy of Lenore the Cute Little Dead Girl's art book, The Art of Lenore the Cute Little Dead Girl. That book is out of print, obviously sought after, it's expensive secondhand. I don't know if I'll ever get it, much like either the paperback or the hardcover of The Art of Borderlands 2. Like I said, if there's an art book for something that you really are a fan of, snatch it up. Now, when it comes to looking at taxidermy, I need to be careful because there's a lot of female top nudity, and I do not want to get in trouble with YouTube. So I have this bookmarker to go towards the back of the book, so we don't run into any of it. And just two cats eating what I'm assuming is a rat. So I love his art. Like, I really want to develop a dark, twisted art style, much like American McGee style and Roman Dirge, but I need to study a lot of anatomy and just figure out how to twist. Oh my god, this shit's funny. Yeah, not really much to say about this book. It's not really a book you can, like, read through like some other art books. But his art is something to, like, really appreciate, and I am glad I managed to get this. God, I want to be able to draw like this, but I got so much training and stuff I gotta do just to get there. And that's my dog making noises like he's having a hard life. This is so good. I love it. I really need to work on doing my digital illustrations like this. Like, maybe I can, like, try to emulate his style for practice. Oh, look at this one. I love it. Ooh, being attached to that thing. But, yeah. That was Taxidermy. Not really much to say about it. It's a thin book and not a lot to read if you really don't care about reading and just want to look at pictures. Now we're going to move on to my lore books. I only have 2 of them because Borderlands and Dishonored are the only 2 video games that has worlds I'm really invested in, and they're the only video games I'm obsessed with that actually has them. Alright, so when it comes to the World of Borderlands, it's basically like that. It's a data book that has, like, character profiles for the Vault Hunters. Talks about the planets. You get a, like, chronological, like, timeline. Let's see, about the plants, the animals, the Vault Hunters, the weapon manufacturers, and it includes characters from all the games, including Tales from the Borderlands. So there's Vasquez. So, really awesome book if you are obsessed with the Borderlands like I am. This will be a really good book for those that want to, like, dive into the world some more. Oh yeah, the vehicles are covered. Like, literally everything is covered in here, and I absolutely love it. It came out mid last year, mid 2024, and Borderlands 4 might come out this year, so kind of wish they waited to release this after the release of Borderlands 4, so it was a little more updated with whatever changes and stuff they're going to add to Borderlands 4, but whatever. Yeah, that's it. Let's move on to my next lore book. And the next book is the Dunwall Archives. You can see where yeah, even though I got this brand new, I guess Amazon wasn't careful with it, so I got a slightly damaged cover, but whatever, it's fine. I can't even replace this book. It is so expensive secondhand. So the Dunwall Archives is pretty much it. It's like a compilation of information. And when you play Dishonored, you know those notes that you can, and those books you can find and read? Yeah, that's pretty much included in here. You get art of the posters and some concept art. So this not only covers the main game, but also the DLC, The Knife of Dunwall and Bring More Witches. As you can see, there's Lizzie Stride. It really sucks that the first game did not get a proper art book. I'm glad the second game did. I just wish the first game, like, got it. Like, this was really fun to read when I first got it, because I love Dishonored so much. I still need to get that other graphic novel. I would love for this to get an animated adaptation, like, in the same animation style as Arcane. Because I feel like the oil, like, painting, like, visuals of Dishonored would work well with the Arcane League of Legends animation style. But yeah, not really much to say about this, other than I wish we got an updated version of this when it came to Dishonored 2, since Dishonored 2 and the DLC Death of the Outsider, which I hope is not canon for the next game. And speaking of the next game, I've been hearing a lot of rumors when it comes to, like, the Dishonored franchise. Like, for a while, there's been rumors that the first game was going to get a Nintendo Switch port. I think that game would run okay on that machine. And then I've been hearing that Dishonored 3 is in development hell, and if it does come out, it's going to be Xbox, like, exclusive for a while, or a permanent Xbox exclusive, I don't know. But yeah, that was the Dunwall Archives. Now we're going to move on to arguably is my least favorite art book, and that is the Watchdog art book that came with the collector's edition. There's really not much to look at in this art book. It's just no character turnarounds. Like, you get some good environmental, like, art and stuff, but that's pretty much it. When it comes to, like, characters, you don't get, like, earlier concepts for, like, character designs or anything like that. There's really nothing to look at. This book just doesn't really have much in here, so yeah, this art book is not really much to look at. Now we're back to art books. This was a birthday present I got either a year or two ago. I don't remember. I think it was a year ago, but anyway, I got the Art of Cult of the Lamb. Oh my god, this was such a good find, because this art book is hard to get your hands on, because it's at least this one is out of print. I know there's 2 editions. There was a red foil one that had autographs from the developers. I do have the what was it, the edition on PS5 that came with a digital download of the soundtrack and a small art book. I'm not going to get that one because it's pretty much some pages of this art book taken out, but yeah, when it comes to this art book, there's not much to read. It's just pictures to look at, which, if you're an artist that wants to draw in the Cult of the Lamb art style, this is a great reference book. Which is something I'm using because I'm trying to draw fan art, which, have you seen some of my videos, my shorts specifically? I have been drawing a lot of fan art of Leshy. I actually did a drawing tutorial to teach you guys how to draw Leshy, so if you're interested in that, it's in the pinned comment. And I'm going to make a tutorial showing you how to draw the rest of the bishops. But yeah, this was a really cool book to own. I am so glad I got it. And it's been a great reference book for me to use when it comes to, like, drawing in the art style. And, you know, I already showed you, but the goat has been here the whole time. He's been here the whole time. So these were early bishop designs, so it looks like the goat was originally going to be a bishop, but they made him a secondary character. Now we're moving on to some of my cartoon art books. I don't have that many. I think I only have like 3, but we're going to start with the Art of Invader ZiM. And I'm actually filming this section like a couple weeks after I filmed the Cult of the Lamb one. I went to Mad Monster. So I actually took this to Pensacon, and I got it signed. Oh, actually, after the Cult of the Lamb one, I went to Pensacon, then a week later, I went to Mad Monster, North Carolina. But yeah, I got it signed, and it's a personalized autograph, so that makes the autograph, like, worthless, because apparently if you get personalized signature with, like, your name, it makes the autograph item, or just the autograph, like, in general, useless, because who wants an autograph with someone else's name on it? meeting Richard Horvitz actually pretty fun, and he is very energetic. That's really all I have to say about him when interacting with him at Petsacon. He's an energetic guy. So when it comes to like rewatching the show, I will rewatch the pilot and the old cartoon. I love how they mention Squee and Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. I never read that book or Filler Bunny. But yeah, when it comes to the Enter the Florpus movie, I really didn't like it all that much. I don't know if it's because it's like a different like vibe in that movie compared to the original show. Or because I just like outgrew it and I still like the original show because of nostalgia. Stuff from the pilot. But I really wish the original show just like went longer, because when I was like in like high school, bored as hell, I would read the scripts to the canceled episodes, where like if you've seen the like Christmas special, Minnie Moose completely comes out of nowhere. Well, there was an introduction episode to introduce Minnie Moose, but that never happened because the show got canceled. Yeah, it's a pretty fun art book, and definitely like one that you can like read and just like educate yourself about the behind the scenes and just mentions of the comics, which I actually stopped reading the comics. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get back into finishing them, but when researching the comics, I was actually disappointed that Tack, hang on, let me find her in this book. Tack was actually a favorite character of mine, and I am so bummed out she, like, never came back. Like, the only, like, thing with Tack we got was, you know what, I might make a YouTube video on Tack. The only thing we got, like, regarding Tack was just, like, her voice in her ship. Come on, where's the Valentine's Day episode? Oh, I think I just passed her. Well, there's her human disguise, but, God, I wish this show just continued a little bit more, because Tack just seemed like she's not on this page either. I cannot find a picture of Tack in her Arcane form. Where is she? Oh, there she is. There's my girl. Love Tack, and I think she would have been a really interesting character if we actually got more of her. I can't find like any scripts where she was supposed to make a comeback, but I think like a leaked episode title where she was going to have a comeback, but it never happened, which sucks because she is so cool. Next we have is the art of Bojack Horseman. I do like Bojack Horseman, and my favorite character is Princess Carolyn. There she is. Bojack is interesting show. I enjoy listening to debates on in the fandom on whether or not Bojack should be like a character to like. I mean, he sure as hell shouldn't be a character to admire, because like even when he tries to fix things, he just fucks things up. Like, he just wants to blame everything on his shitty childhood, or, like, try to play the victim. So, yeah, Bojack's not really an admirable, like, character to, like to admire or to look up to. That's what other characters around him are for. But, yeah, this has some, like, concept art, and it's very wordy. So, again, you can, like, educate yourself around the, behind the scenes and the production of the show. Actually, I do like Diane. Even though she does have her crash outs around like seasons like 3 and 4, like I'm glad she was able to do better for herself, especially when she met Guy. That character was like weirding me out. I didn't like Mr. Turtletop or whatever the hell his name is. Yeah. Not really much I gotta say about this one, so let's move on to my favorite animated show art book. Now, this is the newest release that adds to my collection, the art of Arcane League of Legends. I love that show. It is so much fun. So when you get the art book, you get this little plastic sleeve, which I love that for a dust cover. Now, a fun thing about this is that the graffiti and stuff, it's like this book is written in Powder or Jinx's voice. And you can tell that was some of the graffiti. And cool thing about this art book, you'll get some pages that fold out. And I'm trying to be so careful because I do not want to damage this book. And the coolest thing about this art book, I need to show you, you get freebies in here. Let me get it. So, like, here's that little stencil for, like, Jinx's graffiti. And where is the other one? You get Jinx's wanted poster that you see in Season 2, which I understand they had to fold it. And I can easily just flatten this out, just like have heavy stuff sit on it, but the crease is still going to be there. I wish that wasn't there because, actually, you know, it would probably be best if it just stay folded. I want to, like, when I go to a convention, I want to meet Jinx's voice actress and have them sign this poster. And then I'm going to get a frame for it and put it up on my wall. That would be, like, a cool-ass collectible. Okay. Yeah, this art book is cool. So, see, that's what I mean by, like, the graffiti. Everything's, like, written in Jinx's voice. I think she, like, graffitied over Caitlyn, like, making fun of her. This is just awesome. So, for any, like, Arcane fans, like, you want to learn how to do in the art style, like, draw in the art style, this book definitely has some great references. Is this another page that folds out? Nope. But yeah, there are like some pages in the book, like I showed you earlier, it will fold out. Hang on, let me find that picture of Echo, because Jinx like drew a heart on him. Because, I mean, you've seen the show, you know why he would have a heart on him. But, well, it's fine. Like, you see, like, Jinx, like, scribbles on stuff. Oh, it's a reference to, good reference for revised tattoos. Well, there's her scribble on that, but I'm trying to, okay, this folds out. Does it? I'm trying to be so careful, because I feel like there's some stuff. There, I think that's on. Just worried about some stuff. Okay, so there are other freebies in here besides the graffiti and the poster. There's like a letter for a character, which, oh, and the hex tech. I don't know what this material is. It's like a plasticky paper. Oh, fuck. But I am terrified of unfolding this because it feels like if I even attempt. So, like, there's a blueprint for the hex tech. I feel like if I try to flatten it out, it's gonna break. I am terrified of doing that. I don't know what this paper is made out of, and I just feel like it's going to snap. But, oh, you probably can't see it all that well, but let's give Victor back his paper. Oh, yeah, and around Season 2, I've seen the controversy, people saying that Victor groomed Jace by going back in time and giving him that crystal, which, not how grooming works. I mean, that's not even what grooming was. Y'all just don't like the Victor and Jace shippers. Oh, yeah, I already showed that page. I'm not going to bother finding that other page with the freebie. You'll figure it out. It's just like a letter. Maybe I can find it really quick. Oh, for people that love Mel. Oh, so apparently this character, she is getting a novel. So if you like that character, oh, here's the other, there's the note, the letter. So, did I miss something? Nope. But yeah, this is really awesome, and I'm really glad I got it for the collection. I spent too much time on this book. Okay, now we're gonna move on to my Devil May Cry art books. I have the art for Devil May Cry 5. I have the compilation book of Devil May Cry, the Graphic Arts, which has books from all four games, including the anime. And I actually have the art book for the reboot. Yes, this is a bastardized reboot, but gameplay-wise, it's still pretty fun. Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. But yeah, the art for this game is actually pretty damn good. The story, I really wish it wasn't like fucking Devil May Cry. Like, if Ninja Theory just had this be its own IP, because the concept is like so far off from the original Devil May Cry, if they just didn't like try to reboot the DMC universe and just had this be its own separate thing, it probably could have like been a pretty like decent like new IP to welcome. Yeah, the concept art, some of the level design, especially Limbo, were gorgeous. God, why the hell did this have to be a reboot of like DMC? Why couldn't it just be its own thing? Alright, now we're going to move on to the graphic arts book. I do not have the art book for DMC 4. Not because it's too expensive. Like, it is actually quite the opposite. It is so cheap. Like, you can easily get a copy for like under 20 bucks. So I'm like not in a rush to get one. I'm gonna try to get a copy of that this year. Like, I've just been procrastinating for so long. DMC 4. But yeah, like I said, the art book for DMC 4, it is like so cheap. I am literally like not remotely in a rush to get a hold of it. So, DMC 2. Oh, reboot fan art got in here. Here's for the 07 anime. Interview. Yeah, it's a pretty like little nifty art book if you're a Devil May Cry fan and you just want as much info as you can. Okay, and last one for tonight, and then I'm gonna do some more tomorrow. So this is the art of Devil May Cry 4, Devil May Cry 5. This came out like a year, almost 2 years after the release of the game. For a while, it was just the Japanese one. Then we finally got an English print, and I pre-ordered that as soon as it was released because I wanted it. Okay. I'm going to start with my favorite character. There he is. Virgil is definitely my favorite character. So I'm just going to look at his pages. Let me try to zoom in just a little bit. There we go. DMC 5, I am so glad I brought back to the original universe, but I know some people, if Devil May Cry 6 is going to be a thing, some people are going to be pissed off if Nero is going to end up being the front runner for the franchise. And considering Ruben, Dante's English voice actor, retired from Capcom, he is most likely not going to be the voice actor for Dante unless he decides to come out of retirement for Devil May Cry 6. What was the reason for his retirement? I have no idea. Let me go to V's pages, because I'm pretty sure some people are going to... Well, let's go with Nero. Because I'm pretty sure some fangirls for V are going to be annoyed that they didn't see his concept art, so... This scene right here, and people are mad at the Netflix anime for making him a goofball. Like, he's been a goofball. He's like the polar opposite of his twin brother, being like more extroverted and carefree. Oh yeah, I've seen some people trying to cosplay him, and some people that try, they like complain that it's hard to get his tattoos right. Here's like complete reference for his tattoos on page 43 of this art book. And you got the pages for, like, his little book of poems. I love Griffin. Like, sad to hear that his voice actor died, what was it, like a few days after the game released? Like, I love that little shit. Let's see. Don't know if there's anything else I want to show off. But, pretty good art book. And, yeah, that's it for tonight. I'm just going to, like, edit these down before I put them in the rest of the compilation, and I will film some more tomorrow. Okay, next we're going to be looking at the art of Borderlands 3. I do not own the art of Borderlands 2, the paperback or the hardcover, because I missed out on getting those. I really wasn't into collecting art books back then. Regret it, and now it's like $200 on the secondhand market, so I'm never going to see that book physically. But at least Internet Archive has the entire book, like, on their website, so I can just look at the PDF if I want to look at concept art. But let's go to my favorite character. If those of you that don't know, Mordecai is my #1 favorite character in Borderlands. Zero is #2. And for people that are wondering what it looks like without his mask, there you go. There's a profile image of, well, there's his profile, what he looks like without his mask. I wonder if we're actually going to see him without his mask before he's like, I haven't played Borderlands 3 in a while. I don't think they killed him off. He might get killed off in Borderlands 4. Let's not put that out there. Anyway, so when this got for sale, since I missed out on Borderlands 2's art book and I didn't want to risk this getting stupid expensive, I got this like the day it came out. Really glad I got this. Got some pretty interesting concept art. And since I want to like draw in the Borderlands art style, at least for characters, let me see, let me find a page that has better examples to use. Let's see, like right here, like I want to draw like people in like in this art style. Try to get to the Borderlands art style. I'm sorry, but I didn't like the plot twist with her. I didn't, you know. Borderlands 3 has some problems with its story and some of its characters, but it's still a really fun game. Okay, with Troy and Tyreen, was I alone feeling like it was set up for Troy to betray Tyreen and go against her? But they, like, it felt like the story was going for that, but they kind of backpedaled. Kind of wish they did that. It would have made the story dynamic of the twins just a little more interesting. So I really got not much to say here. So I know I'm going through this fast. This video is just getting long. So if there's anything you want to look at, just pause. I love how colorful this shit is. I love it. But yeah, let me just go to some random pages. I really need to learn digital painting like this. It's going to be such a pain in the ass to learn. But hey, learning how to do this stuff digitally and trying to copy my references so I can learn the skills and techniques to be able to do stuff like this, that's how you learn as an artist. Don't let people tell you otherwise. Because, let's be real, the people that say don't do that because it's XYZ, it's either they're going from their own personal experience and that's not how they learned, or that's how they learned in secret and they're trying to gatekeep it because they don't want to get down something that random people don't agree with. Another day of filming this, we are continuing on with the art of Rocksteady's Batman. Now this, as you see, has like a film on it that I guess is like a library cover, which I'm keeping because I want this book to be protected because for some reason on secondhand market it is stupid expensive. Okay, so this has concept art from Arkham Asylum all the way to Arkham Knight. And one thing I found funny when looking at the concept art for Arkham Knight, Scarecrow doesn't have a single page of concept art. Which I was like, how can they forget? He's supposed to be the main villain of the game, but I guess they just forgot to include him. I know there's 2 smaller art books for Arkham or no. I don't think Arkham Origins has a second art book. For Arkham Asylum and Arkham Knight, planning to get those. Kind of want Scarecrow to have concept art in there because I do like that design for Scarecrow. And for those of you that don't know, Scarecrow is actually my all-time favorite Batman villain. It used to be Joker, but he's been so overused. I'm just like, I'm tired of seeing him. So really not much here. It's just like information and like concept art and for like the different like Rocksteady games. They really need to show love to Arkham Origins because that's a pretty solid like Batman game, but I don't know, they just keep ignoring it. Alright, let's go to some pages for Arkham Knight. But yeah, Scarecrow doesn't have a single page of concept art. Which is weird, because ain't he supposed to be the main villain for the game? Really wish we could get a little more of the Arkham games. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy, but I honestly would not mind in between sequel between Arkham Origins and Arkham Asylum. The voice actor for Batman, I keep forgetting his name, for Arkham Origins, he did a pretty good job. I wouldn't mind him just being Batman for one more Arkham game. I saw that corner, I need to fix it. But it's never gonna happen. I don't know if the fans would want that. They would probably be like, how dare you continue with Arkham Batman without Kevin Conroy and all that crap. But Firefly. But yeah, Scarecrow. Let me look, because I could have sworn when I flipped through this, Scarecrow didn't have a single page. Okay, Firefly. Keep forgetting his name. Yeah, that was the villains section, and I mean, Scarecrow's listed, but where the hell is he? Where's his concept art? Riddler, Harley, Firefly. Yeah, Scarecrow doesn't have a piece of concept art in here, which, I don't know, maybe I'm missing it, but flipping through this section, Scarecrow, I couldn't find anything. Like, Arkham Knight has several pages, I guess he's the real true villain of that game, which he's a title character. But yeah, Scarecrow doesn't have a single piece of concept art, which I thought was complete BS. I'm going to have to look into getting the Arkham City and the smaller Arkham Origins art book. And another day, another book. This one came today, so counting this one, we have 7 books left in the collection, and then this video is up on YouTube, obviously, because you're watching it. Okay, so now we have the Art of the Mass Effect Trilogy. This is a fairly-ish, newish release, so you can still readily buy this on Dark Horse Direct, Amazon Thrift Books, and as the title says, it is the art book for Mass Effects 1, 2, and 3. So, not really much to talk about. I don't know how much I can show without, I don't know, I think with like new stuff I might get some copyright claims, I don't know. But I'm really glad I got this, considering, I don't know if you guys watch my shorts or keep up with my community tab. I'm doing or you know what, follow me on Blue Sky. I'll have that in the pinned comment. I'm doing a Turian drawing study. So far, I'm doing a pretty, like, decent job learning how to draw Turians. So this art book is definitely going to be helpful. Oh, Jack is my favorite female character in Mass Effect. Hold on, let me zoom in on these tattoos. You know what? When you talk to Jack in the lower deck of the Normandy, she mentions how some of her tattoos are personal and not to ask about them. Now I can see why. I can see why how some of her tattoos are personal. Let's see. She said that some of these are from gangs that she's joined, cults that she's joined, prisons she's been in. Let me zoom back out. And that's my doggy being a baby. Hi, buddy. Oh, Legion. I adored him. So for anyone that is unfamiliar with Mass Effect, and oh, Mordin. He is my 3rd favorite male character. And Grunt, who's my 2nd favorite. Of course, my number 1 favorite is Garrus, whose statue I recently got. So for anyone that wants to get into Mass Effect, I'm going to warn you about Mass Effect 2. Try not to get very attached to your companion characters, because Mass Effect 3 is going to break your heart. Alright, let's move on to the other ones, because I want to get this video done. It's already long enough. Another day, another book, and it is the Art of Batman Arkham Origins, a rather underrated game. So, you can probably tell this is from the Collector's Edition, which is why I have all these extra bits and doodads. Really love this game. I just wish Rocksteady felt the same way. Because a lot of people have been begging for Batman Arkham Origins to get a remaster, which it doesn't have. So when it comes to Batman Arkham Origins, I've seen some people saying that they would love for this to get a sequel. I understand that Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate technically is a sequel. Copperhead, she's my fucking favorite. But some people want like a proper sequel, just have the same voice actor that did Batman for this game come back for that sequel. But you have people saying they don't want a sequel or a new Batman Arkham game without Kevin Conroy, which I love Kevin Conroy. He was obviously my Batman growing up, but if you want Batman as an IP to continue, we need more people to come in voice Batman. And that's my Pitbull whining because he has emotional problems. Yes, you have emotional problems, you old man. So it's just a nice, nifty little art book with some info you can read, some behind-the-scenes stuff. Which there is an art book for Grand Theft Auto 4, which I definitely want to get my hands on, and I can since it's rather cheap, but since I had to pay to get my console replaced, I'm not going to be able to afford a $20 book for a while. And I think that's enough flip through. There's really not much here, so let's just go ahead and move on to the next one. And the next book is one of my favorites, The Art of Alien Isolation. I absolutely love that game, and yes, I am excited for Alien Isolation 2. It has been too long, and my dog's still grunting and groaning like a big old grouchy old man. Let's see, let's go to my favorite, which is page 134. I absolutely love the Xenomorph. The creature is just really fascinating, and I'm glad I got this one because considering this book has a full chapter just dedicated just to the Xenomorph, there's actually some pretty good like concept art that I can actually use for a style study or a drawing study. And I'm pretty sure, I know some people made fan-made like drawing tutorials for the Xenomorph, but just like having this as references and copying my reference so I can like teach my brain on how to draw a Xenomorph. Pause to read if anyone cares. But yeah, this is some pretty good like rough sketches, concept art that I can use to like study. I love these things so much. With the new Predator movie coming out, I see people like doing debates on would you rather go up against a Xenomorph or a Yautja, aka a Predator. The correct answer will always be a Yautja. Since they're like honor-based game hunters, if they don't see you as a threat or they don't see you as an honorable kill or like worthy prey, they'll just ignore you. Xenomorphs, however, they're highly intelligent creatures that have just their pure instinct and drive is just to kill. So Yautja, always the correct answer. I love this so much. I need to learn how to do digital drawing like this. Alright, let's go on to the next book. Now we're moving on to the cheapest art book I ever got. This was $7. I never played the original Thief games, but I love this one. I want to play the originals, but I'm gonna wait until I find physical those physical copies instead of getting them from Steam. I did watch reviews of this game and like people who were like veteran players of the franchise. I understand like their disappointment, even though I haven't played the originals. But I still had my own disappointments with this game. I feel like this game could have been better. Like, there was definitely some issues. It's been a while since I played. I'm going to have to replay it so I can better articulate my thoughts and what I had issues with. But still, it's a pretty nice art book. I enjoy looking through it and reading the information available. Like, I just find this world, like, fascinating and stuff. But I just, for some reason, I just keep thinking about, like, Dishonored and thinking about how, like, Dunwall is, like, a better world and stuff, even though this isn't supposed to be like Dishonored. I don't know why. I just make comparisons to Dishonored and think it's better. But yeah, the Thief reboot, I enjoyed it. Why? are you still fussing, old man? This is just a really cool book to get through. I don't know if it's still this cheap. Sorry, allergies. I don't know if this book, you can still find the book at the price I already found it. Tell me what your problem is. What's wrong today? It's quiet because I'm looking at him. I took issue with her as a character. I feel like she just wasn't, like, that important to the plot. Yeah, this game is gorgeous. I love the art. I kind of wish they would give this franchise one more chance. Okay, now we have 3 more books to go. This is the Art of Horizon Zero Dawn. I absolutely love this game. I did get the sequel for Christmas. I just never, like, started playing it yet. But this art book was definitely a must-have for my collection. If I love a video game, TV show, anime film enough, I really want the art book. That's just my mentality when it comes to collecting. Yeah, that's the reality of owning a pit bull. They are Velcro dogs, and they will let you know when the temperature in the room is just slightly off for their comfort. Because you don't have any problems. You're fed, you went to the bathroom, I gave you your medicine. And he's probably mad because his bed's too flat. I swear, he's such a princess. He goes through so many damn beds. Trying to find some more interesting art. There you go, character designs and concepts. This is more interesting to look at. This game is really fun. I love it. I still remember when fucking Sony fanboys had tantrums when this game wasn't going to be Xbox exclusive at the not PlayStation exclusive and ending up on Steam. I know there are comics for this. I wonder if they're any good because I would be interested in reading those. Early Aloy looks weird. That big old floofy hair. Alright, I'm gonna stop filming today and see what's wrong with my dog because he wants something. Alright, so apparently he just wanted to be next to me. You are such a baby. Why are you still unhappy? What's wrong? You're such a baby. Alright, I got 2 more books to cover, and I guess I'll have to do those when he decides he's ready to calm down. What's wrong, bud? I love you too, but you're such a big-ass baby. Okay, I finally got my dog calm. Now we're going to finish these last 2 books. We're going to start with The Last of Us. So, I used to be a really big fan of The Last of Us, the first game. I was highly anticipated for it when this game came out when I was in high school. But around 2007, 2018, I kind of fell out of the hype for this game and kind of just like, you know what? Kind of a little overhyped. And I don't know if that's because, like, that's honestly how I felt about it or because I got burnt out on it. Because I did marathon this game so many times to where I did beat this game on Survivor difficulty. And it was before they implemented Grounded difficulty. I haven't touched Grounded yet. Mostly because I felt like, you know what, I'll save that difficulty for later. And that later never came. So, I'm probably going to replay The Last of Us. Obviously, when the spoilers came out for The Last of Us Part 2 and what happened to Joel, I really didn't care. These would be really good drawing exercises. Yeah, so I can, like, practice, like, my line art and perspectives. So, gonna keep this book in mind when I decide to come back and, copy those pages for reference to learn those techniques. But yeah, the spoilers of what happened to Joel, obviously that made me, like, lose interest. Again, these would be good for drawing exercises. And about the TV show, I really don't care about the TV show. I have no interest in watching it. Because to me, when it comes to video game adaptations, I would like for an adaptation, especially if it's animated. For example, Mass Effect Paragon Lost, I want it to be treated like a story that can exist within the canon timeline of the game story. So, I just find it redundant to watch the same exact story being told in a different medium. I don't care what they change. I can copy that can give me some good perspective drawing exercises. So yeah, as for Last of Us Part 2 and the TV show, I really don't care. I'm glad it's getting non-gamers to like interested in the story, and even gets non-gamers to actually pick up a controller and play the game for themselves. But as for me, it's not something I'm interested in, and I'm allowed to like not watch something I'm not interested in. Okay, I need to keep this book in mind, because I'm just seeing great examples I can, like, for, like, drawing exercises to learn perspective and background. So I need to keep these, I need to skim through this and, like, mark pages. Not actually mark in the book, just write down, oh shit, there's no page numbers. I just need to come back in here. Fuck you, David. And just keep in mind stuff to have for drawing exercises. Alright, let's go to my last and final book. And now for the last book, it's going to be The Art of Dishonored 2. I am so glad Dishonored 2 got an art book. I really wish the first one got its own art book. But we got the Dunwall Archives, but I wish we got an updated version of that for, and my dog's pawing at me to rub his belly. I wish we got an updated Dunwall Archives for... You're almost, like, pawing my book. What do you need? You are such a baby. Okay, now hopefully he'll calm down. Got the Art of Dishonored 2. Like I said, I wish we got an art book for the first Dishonored game. I wish the Dunwall Archives got an updated version that included whatever updated lore and stuff from Dishonored 2 and Death of the Outsider. Dishonored is definitely one of my all-time favorite games from the PlayStation 3 era. I am looking forward to Dishonored 3, and I hope the rumors are not true that's going to be an Xbox exclusive. Honestly, with the way Sony's handling, like, the future of the PlayStation, I probably might switch over to Xbox. I might as well just ditch consoles altogether and just finally get a PC. So, even though Dishonored had a perfectly fine, definitive ending, like closing the chapter on Corvo and Emily's story, I kind of wish they treated the Dishonored franchise more like an anthology. This bitch! Why did she have to come back? I love Brigmore Witches and The Knife of Dunwall. Fucking hated Delilah. She, and like, I don't care like what backstory and nuance like gave Delilah. She's still an entitled bitch. I don't fucking like her. The new voice for the Outsider, that was definitely something I had to get used to. So far, I really don't mind the story for Dishonored 2. I just wish that they would treat the franchise like an anthology, because The Outsider has been around forever, and depending on which ending to Death of the Outsider's canon, if that DLC is even canon, I don't know how they can do Dishonored 3. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut this because he's physically trying to climb in my lap. Don't get a pit bull if you don't like clingy animals. He's physically trying to climb in my lap. And that right there was a tour of my art book collection. I don't think there's any other art books I want to get in the future outside of the Art of Grand Theft Auto 4 and those two, the Art of Arkham City and Arkham Knight, those smaller collector's edition art books. I'm never gonna get the Art of Borderlands 2, that big, just like this big coffee table book. I'm never gonna get that, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you made it to this end of this video, I'm surprised you watched this video all the way through, but yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.